Hello guys, and welcome back to another Nukes Top 5 reaction. And this one we'll be reacting to the top 10 scary ghost videos to freak you out. Okay, let's get right into the videos. Like always guys, the original will be in the description.
Run. Anonymous TikTok user BV11 says that for the last 2 years he's been dealing with unnerving paranormal activity in his home in Texas. He says that it's gotten so bad that he can't sleep without the lights on. So, one night one of his friends is sleeping over when BV11 begins to hear strange sounds coming from his bedroom closet.
Don't turn the lights on, just leave your TV on. That way you won't even hear the strange sounds.
Hey, get up. Get up. Get up.
You recorded me for?
You're here. Listen.
Sleep.
Are they sleeping in their clothes? Well, I guess I can't really say anything. I sleep in my clothes too, but I wear sweats.
That made you more. I'm getting out of this room. I can't sleep in here with this.
BV11 wakes up his friend and opens the closet door, only to find nothing inside. Now his friend is actually skeptical and really just seems to be very annoyed by the whole ordeal.
His friend's like, yeah, now I get a bed for the night.
But either way, TikTok user BV11 makes it his mission to record evidence of his terrifying experiences. Late one night when he's all alone, he hears sounds coming from the hallway just outside his bedroom.
Okay.
He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, guys, I think this might be the last time.
A strange, bizarrely shaped dark figure charges toward him and he quickly slams his door shut. But what do you think this could be? Is BV11's home haunted, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Okay, that's not exactly bizarrely shaped. The thing is, there's something on the wall behind them that's making it look that way. Looks like there's somebody standing there with their legs spread and they start, not exactly running, just kind of like a slow jog towards the door afterwards.
Merton Priory. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations are invited to spend the night at the 900-year-old ruins of the haunted Merton Priory chapter house in London, England. From the years 1114 to 1538, the chapter house was a meeting room and part of a gigantic cathedral that no longer exists today. Museum trustee John Hawkes believes that a presence haunts the ancient ruins.
I've always felt that there was a presence here. There was an extraordinary atmosphere. We may be under a road on slabs of concrete, but I think that the kind of spirit we have here is a very benign one.
Is that a Pizza Hut out that window? Oh, thanks a lot. Now I want Pizza Hut.
In this room, in the chapter house, you're familiar with going into large churches and finding graves under the floor. Yeah. In this room, there were 31 graves under the floor.
Wow.
31 skeletons were dug up.
As the trustee mentions, the ruins were excavated in the late 1980s, and 31 bodies were found buried under the floor. The bodies are believed to be the remains of monks from the cathedral, and it is thought that many passed away from the plague. That night, the Ghost Tech team sets up their static cameras and begin their investigation.
Okay.
Jeff sits on the floor asking questions of the alleged spirit, and then things take a terrifying turn.
If there's something that you can do to let us know that you can hear my voice, please move something, even throw something at me, I don't mind. At least I know that you're here and that you're listening. Now I guess I must be sitting on top of where lots of the skeletons were
He wants to get himself a ghost mama.
found. Can you come and take a seat next to me? I felt the floor move behind me and I heard footsteps right up behind me.
You know, that's very freaking off-putting. He's asking for something to sit next to him, and the second he hears the sound, he freaks out and runs. It's like, hey, why don't you come over here and sit next to me? And somebody comes and sits next to you, and you jump up and run away screaming. I don't think that person's going to want to sit next to you next time.
Can you come and take a seat next to me? When we review the footage and audio, the footsteps are louder on static cam 1. Here is the audio taken from static cam 1. Can you come and take a seat next to me? Hi there. I heard you. Sorry you made me jump.
Jeff jumps up in shock as he feels movement on the floorboards and hears footsteps right behind him. Now, Jeff is normally very calm and composed during their investigations, but he freaks right out and even drops his recorder to the floor and almost breaks it as he jumps to his feet. However, the Ghost Tech team has no idea that they captured something even more shocking.
For the audio to be louder from the other camera would suggest that the footsteps were coming from someplace else. Maybe even outside that room. It just carried through very well in the building. As for where he heard it from, the guy's obviously on nerves. So basically, the way he jumped like that shows he was high-strung, so I wouldn't really take his word of where he thinks the sounds came from, or if he felt the floorboards moving or not. Because if you're strung up, sometimes you can feel and hear stuff that's not there.
A static camera recording the ruins where the 31 bodies were found captures something truly eerie. A dark figure seems to walk from the preserved coffins on display against the back wall and simply disappears into thin air. The Ghost Tech team has no explanation for what they captured, and they believe that they might have recorded paranormal evidence of the spirit that is said to haunt the Chapter House Museum.
Looks like it's just a shadow to me.
You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky moments over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. If you found a great ghost video online or recorded one yourself, please send it my way at nukestop5@gmail.com. The abandoned.
Believe it or not, I could recreate that picture exactly how it is. And all I'd require is the person walking. Well, basically, I'll need two videos. One with the original thing, and one with the guy wearing like a green outfit, and I could recreate that.
An arcade. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a source for this next video, but from what I have gathered, the footage was captured by security cameras at an abandoned pachinko arcade in Nagano, Japan. It is said that the ghost of a young girl is often seen inside this abandoned arcade. The CCTV footage seems to show a policeman investigating after an alarm in the abandoned arcade was set off by something. What happens next is downright chilling. What looks like the figure of a young girl can be seen following the policeman, but he doesn't see or hear anything. When the policeman turns to leave, the girl can be seen suddenly crouching nearby. Now, because there's no source, we'll probably just never know what happened. So, the footage remains unexplained.
Seems like cheap CGI effects.
My Haunted Hotel. So you might recall from our previous story on Nukes Top 5 that at the allegedly very haunted Ye Olde King's Head Inn in Chester, England, the owner, along with his two friends, actually allow curious ghost seekers to spend the night at the 400-year-old inn and investigate the paranormal activity for themselves. And the guests usually find something spooky. It's all captured by their 16 CCTV cameras and posted to their YouTube channel, My Haunted Hotel.
Okay.
Well, since our last update, some new spooky incidents have been caught on camera at the hotel. Of course, there are the usual hotel guests who come in as skeptics with a bit of an attitude.
Someone can have it right now, actually. Oh, Katie, no. Look at her. What's she doing? It's not funny, Katie. You know
This
I'm
is
the
the
one
doll.
who poos me. What are you carrying it for?
Oh, she's got to bear out to the back, Katie.
But then when something invisible pounds on your door, it's likely to change your skeptical mind.
No respect for other people's property.
Is there a child? Are you outside that door?
Guys, if you go to somebody else's place, don't handle their stuff like that. Dolls, especially older ones, are extremely fragile. They're very easy to break. You don't want to destroy somebody else's memories or other people's stuff just to get a few laughs out of your friends.
On the back door.
That's got to be the door. That is the door. Oh my god.
Are you outside that door?
But they have caught some other chilling evidence that even freaks out the My Haunted Hotel team. In this clip, the team is gathered in the restaurant of the hotel with a group of guests when they experience something that shocks them all.
I need to hear you, Charles. I need to know who you are. Is your surname Griffith?
Griffith? So this is a Berserk show now, huh? Is he going to become a God's Hand?
Who's that? It was the glass fell off. The glass fell off the thing. Wow.
What?
The glass fell off!
The second piece of evidence is just as astonishing as the first, and we are able to document this moment from 4 different cameras, which clearly capture what we deem to be poltergeist activity, as a glass is flung from the function room bar.
I need to know who you are. Is your surname Griffith?
Look to the left of the screen on whatever that area is, to the left of where the blonde lady is, the front left one. You can see somebody moving around before everybody else gets up. With the way it flung, I'd say whoever that was a reflection of was probably manipulating some strings.
Is your surname Griffith? Is your surname Griffith?
Are these actually taken at the same time, or are they just, or do they record the same lines over and over again? Because from the different angles, yeah, my original statement doesn't apply, but that's just that it's only like that if everything was recorded at If all four videos are actually recorded at the same time.
I didn't even get on to the fact that there were glasses on the bar, so when something made a noise, I thought something had just moved behind this bar until Phoebe screamed in my face that it was the glass. Look, there is no way. It flings back this way. Like, there's just no way.
But that's not all that they've captured at the inn over the last month. In the middle of the day, a security camera in the hallway outside room 5 captures something the My Haunted Hotel team just can't explain.
What? What? Oh, a shadow moving?
A shadow figure seems to just materialize at the end of the hallway and then quickly disappears. Harry, Brett, and Danny are shocked and thrilled by what their security camera caught on video. The team says that they have always hoped to capture a full-bodied apparition on video in the hotel.
It's just a shadow.
So, to watch many more spooky incidents that the team and hotel guests experience within Ye Old King's Head Inn, you can go to the YouTube channel, My Haunted Hotel.
Again, just a shadow. The glasses flying is easy to reproduce. I'm not sure if this is if these people claim to be real or not. I've never checked out their deal, but the stuff is just too easy to fake. Unless I saw it myself or saw better footage, hard to explain footage. I'd label it as just basically people having fun.
Beware the purple chair. Proud mother Martina claims that she and her family are terrorized by a dark supernatural entity that haunts their home. Martina has set up a series of static cameras to keep a safe watch on her children, but she also caught some footage that is absolutely unnerving.
A lot of cars.
Two doors move by themselves and the boy calls for his mother, but otherwise doesn't seem that concerned. But as he continues to play his video game, his chair is forcefully pushed backwards, finally sending the boy running from...
You guys notice how the chair turned a little bit before it was pulled backwards?
Mama.
And no reaction to that. It wasn't until after it moved back that he got up and ran.
Cut to another day and Martina is casually vacuuming the hallway carpet. Then this happens. Again, a door moves.
Yeah, sure. Like anybody would be stupid enough to think it was the vacuum.
Moves by itself, and Martina's vacuum seems to float into the air as she hysterically slaps and screams at it until it just drops back to the ground. But the creepy activity doesn't stop there. Martina and her son are home alone one night when the living room security camera captures this.
I'm making me there on the show.
Notice how the chair and her clothing are all being pulled in the same direction. The door is very easy to reproduce.
The outside door opens and closes on its own as
But the shirt thing was creative, I'll have to admit that.
the door handle rapidly rotates as if being turned by some invisible force. Martina grabs her phone and is about
Only problem is that she had the chair and the shirt going in the same direction, which made it a little less believable. It would have been better if she had the shirt being pulled in another direction.
About to record the door when the purple desk chair suddenly glides toward her and her son. The two have had enough and are about to hurry out of the living room, but something seems to forcefully pull at Martina's sweater. So is this real poltergeist activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Something else you guys might want to notice here is, I'm not sure if I don't think my mouse shows up in the picture, but take a look at the back of her shirt. Watch. Okay, you guys see how the shirt seems to be pinched there in the back, slightly right part of the shirt? You see that? Now you see how it just went away, how it just vanished?
The outside door opens and closes on its own as the door handle rapidly rotates as if being turned by some invisible force. Martina grabs her phone and is about to record the door when the purple desk chair suddenly...
The fact that it just vanished like that is basically what makes me think that... Well, that might just be it sticking to her skin, I don't know, but... Again, if you look at the bottom left side of the shirt, though, you can see where the string or wire or whatever it is attached there.
Glides toward her and her son. The two have had enough
and again, notice how the shirt goes in the same direction as the chair.
And are about to hurry out of the living room, but something seems to forcefully pull at Martina's sweater. So is this real poltergeist activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Passing through.
So yeah, that one, it's creative. If they actually made a miniseries or a TV show, I'd consider watching it. It looks like it would be enjoyable. A little too obvious, though.
Popular urban explorer Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back on another creepy exploration. This time he explores an abandoned and allegedly haunted factory that was built back in 1916 and has been deserted for over 50 years. Chris makes his first on-screen appearance in this video, and just saying, but he looks like he could probably kick a ghost ass. But even he starts to get a bit freaked out as he explores the old factory. Soon after arriving, Chris captures something very creepy on camera.
I wonder what these things are used for. It's like these shells are all connected, it seems like. Damn. Can't tell though.
A dark figure can be seen quickly moving out of sight at the end of a small tunnel system. But in the dark, Chris doesn't even notice the strange shape and just continues exploring.
Again, it's just a shadow. It could have been just simply part of him moving when the light was being put in.
Chris sets up a static infrared camera to record himself as he checks out the main hall of the factory. What happens next is downright chilling.
Did you hear that? That was loud. What the hell? What the was that?
My face cam is kind of blocking the lower picture of the room. Let me go in and just move that over. Ah, damn it. A second. Keep hitting my damn mic. Go ahead and just temporarily reposition myself. Okay.
was that noise?
Did you see it? Right after Chris is startled by a loud noise, a pale translucent figure seems to actually pass into his body, and he spins around as he feels something that gives him chills.
That was loud. What the hell?
Very bad quality video.
What was that?
Almost immediately, another figure appears in a doorframe on the left and seems to be watching Chris. And things just get worse. Chris is suddenly struck with extreme nausea and unfortunately
I think I've seen this video before.
well, he pukes.
Well,
I've muted
clip.
the audio and blurred the video because it's a little gross. But I wanted to leave the scene in because something happens to Chris right at this moment that is truly bizarre.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, that's where the shadow supposedly goes into him? Oh, the white mist, the white figure?
The same translucent figure from before seems to leave Chris's body as he vomits violently. Now, viewers of Chris's YouTube channel believe that he had an encounter with a demonic presence and that something sinister actually entered and left his body. But what do you think?
I think it's bad
You can watch
quality
this
video.
entire
And it's
exploration
just,
and many more adventures in creepy.
I think it's bad quality video, and it's just basically compression issues with the video
Abandoned places over on Chris's YouTube
or rendering or whatever you want to call it.
channel, Urbex Hill.
Okay, let me go
The
ahead
doppelganger.
and
Giovanni Lima was
move
living a
myself
quiet
back
life with his
over.
girlfriend Laura in Sao Paulo, Brazil. But lately he says their lives have been turned upside down by some truly terrifying events. One night, the couple falls asleep on the couch in the living room when Giovanni is woken up by a very disturbing sound.
He's got some nice hair.
Que porra é essa, mano?
Vem cá.
Que porra é essa?
Giovanni's girlfriend Laura is asleep on the couch right next to him, but chillingly he hears what sounds like her voice coming from somewhere down the hall.
Vem cá.
Que porra é essa?
In another video, Giovanni says that he began to feel very ill shortly after this incident and was forced to go to the hospital. As he's filming his chilling story, something happens that he simply can't explain.
Okay.
Muita gente estava pedindo explicações, então eu vim aqui trazer explicações agora. Eu gravei aquele vídeo ontem, de madrugada, quando
He needs to trim his beard just for his mustache, just like I do.
Comecei a laçar mal, inexplicavelmente, no meio do
When your
do
mustache
rolê,
is
no meio do dia.
when your mustache is that long, it gets in the way of drinking stuff and eating stuff. The stuff will usually get in your mustache if you're not careful.
Comecei a passar mal, tive que ir pro hospital.
The beard is okay to leave normal, but having a long mustache like this just gets in the way. So it's better to use a trimmer and get it nice and short. Either that or keep it trimmed right above the lip. I've been meaning to trim mine for a while. I've just been too lazy.
Então eu também fiquei ausente por causa disso. E agora eu tô fazendo aqui a resposta do que aconteceu realmente ali naquele lugar. E
Okay. Somebody was an asshole and purposely made the door creak so much. Yeah, that is floorboards.
E a porta do meu quarto
That
acabou de
sounded-
abrir.
I guess it's the door. In a situation like that, it's best to grab the camera and face it towards the door as it's happening, not after it finishes.
Não faz sentido, não faz.
Giovanni's bedroom door opens by itself, but when he peeks out into the hallway, there's no one there. Cut to a week later. Giovanni is home alone when things take an even more terrifying turn.
Why would you have your shoes in the middle of the hallway there to be tripped over? And shoes like that should be around whichever door you leave from in the house. Best just to wear slippers.
Again, a female voice can be heard calling out to Giovanni, even though he's completely alone in the house. He suddenly hears loud footsteps charging toward him, and he just makes a run for it. Giovanni has no idea.
You guys seen animals when they start running, but because their paws and everything are so slick, they can't get traction? That's what it looked like happened there with him.
Why and how these creepy events are happening. Some of his concerns.
I used to have a bunny that would do that, a miniature bunny. It would basically be on the tiled floor, and it would basically start to run, and it would basically be running in place while its little legs ran really quickly.
Viewers believe that he might be dealing with a skinwalker or a doppelganger pretending to be his girlfriend. So now, 3 months go by and Giovanni is happy to report that nothing paranormal has happened.
Skinwalker wouldn't be inside the house. If it was in the house, you'd see it. Skinwalkers are not ethereal. They are solid beings, at least according to the legends. Basically, the reason they're called skinwalkers is because they wear animal skins or other skins to disguise themselves as whatever skin they're wearing. They do talk to you in the voices of people you know. However, there's always something wrong with the voices. With him, it looks like the voice is exactly right on. If it was a doppelganger, he wouldn't just be hearing the voice of his girlfriend, he'd be seeing his girlfriend in one room talking to her, having a conversation, and then going in another room and she'll be there asleep or something, or doing something in the other room. That's what a doppelganger is. It's not a disembodied voice. As for disembodied voices, only certain types of ghosts are like that.
Since his last video. And it seems like he just jinxed it all. Because soon after, he and his girlfriend wake up in the middle of the night to strange sounds just outside their bedroom door.
Tá acontecendo de novo. Você ouviu, mãe? Caralho.
I'm curious if they're hearing the same voice. Because if they're not hearing the same voice, then basically that whether they're hearing the same voice or not hearing the same voice will have a great impact on what supposedly it is that's stalking them.
Whatever is haunting the couple is back, and it seems angry. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments.
Again, it just seems like they're making videos for fun to make it seem like they're being haunted. Doesn't seem real at all to me. Definitely not a skinwalker, at least not to the skinwalker lore. It's not a doppelganger. Doesn't match the lore.
Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burris from the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine might seem very familiar,
he looks a little bit like Bobby from Supernatural.
As I've featured updates on his continuing story many times on Nukes Top 5. Kent has spent 5 years of his life
just a little bit though,
documenting the disturbing paranormal activity he experiences day and night in his home in Carmel, Maine. Lately, Kent has captured even more terrifying paranormal encounters. One day, Kent is home alone and working in his office when he hears voices and bangs coming from somewhere inside his house. He quickly grabs his phone and hits record.
You making noise?
If I hear voices and noises in my house and there's not supposed to be anybody else there, it's not a phone and a camera I'm grabbing, it's a gun.
You making noise upstairs? Jesus!
Cut to another early morning. Kent has fallen asleep for the night with his TV on, but at around 5 a.m. some strange sound.
You know how long it's been since a TV would do that? And, well, no, it's been way longer than that, because even when I was a kid, the later parts of it, the TVs didn't go snow. That's from way back then. When I was a kid, they went blue screen.
Sounds wake him up. He quickly turns on a light.
The early part when I was a kid, they went snow, but after that, they went blue screen.
And when he looks up, he sees something at the foot of his bed that chills him.
I'll give you an idea of how old I am. When I was, well, not exactly, because most of my life we always had the older TVs, the tube TVs. It wasn't until way later that we actually got the LED TVs and stuff like that. I think we got our first one years after they were released.
To his core, he immediately grabs his phone and hits.
So it's like being from a poor family.
Record.
But hey, at least we had a TV.
A dark shadow figure can be seen standing at the end of the bed, slightly
It's obviously a shadow on the wall. What the hell?
Moving or perhaps even vibrating before it just disappears into thin air. So what do you think is going on in Kent's home? Let me know.
It looks like somebody was recording themselves with a light behind them to cast a shadow, and then they did a cut in the video when they went to go off scene.
You can watch many more paranormal moments over on Kent's YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine.
Okay.
The Night Flyer. This next video was sent in to me by Nukes Top 5 viewer Mark from Greenland. So one evening Mark is out in the snow with his daughter walking the family dog, but Mark's daughter spots something truly bizarre up on the hill. A strange dark figure can be seen floating in the sky between apartment buildings. Mark misses it and just doesn't understand what his daughter is pointing at. He only realizes what she saw when he reviews his footage back at home. Now Mark believes they might have captured a supernatural being.
There's an insect flying across the screen.
Known as a Kivitok, an aggressive supernatural entity from Greenland folklore. Anyway, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. Hidden in the dark.
Might look like it's a shadow going across the thing, but no, it's literally an insect. The light's caught on it and the camera, strangely, is good enough quality to catch it.
For the last 3 months, popular YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV has been on an extensive trip through several countries to explore the most haunted and downright dangerous locations in South America. Now, not too long ago, I featured Frank's terrifying exploration of the Presbítero Maestro Cemetery in Lima, Peru, where he captured some shocking moments that are still unexplained to this day. After many requests from his viewers, Frank decides to go back to the cemetery in hopes of capturing even more paranormal activity. As he's making his way through the giant cemetery, he begins to hear odd sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
That actually looked like one of those railroad things that go up and down. Only a lot smaller.
Hear it? You heard that? Right over there. Someone's whistling. Yeah, that. I'm out.
Now, Frank is a little spooked by the strange sounds, but what he doesn't seem to notice is that someone or something seems to be lurking just behind the tombstones. Frank shrugs off the sounds and continues to explore, making his way through the giant graveyard. That's when he captures something downright creepy.
I'm gonna start heading towards that area where people end their lives. I kinda wanna look at this place. See if I could probably get some stock footage from it or something. What the hell is that?
I don't know, I don't see anything.
Hold on. I saw something small there.
That place is not
when
well
brightened and enhanced,
maintained.
a pale face can be seen looking out from inside one of the crypts. Frank spots the peeking face and quickly hurries over to look inside the crypt. But there's no one there. The cemetery is dark and it's hard to see, so Frank believes that he might have just captured a reflection from something inside the crypt. He again shrugs off the bizarre event as something that can just be explained. But what happens next is absolutely horrifying.
That's the front door there. That is creepy.
Yeah, part of it's broken out.
That's the basement area. Right in there. Whoa. I heard another gunshot over there.
Did you see it? Now let's watch that again, but this time I'll brighten up and enhance the footage.
That is creepy. That's the basement area. Right in there.
Something can be seen standing right at the bottom of the crypt stairs, but when Frank shines his flashlight, it just seems to disappear. So could this ominous figure belong to the person buried inside the crypt? You decide.
Not at all. That there, when you enhance videos, basically you're enhancing them with the point of getting it to where you see what you want to see. They're basically the enhancing, they'll enhance it to the point where they think it looks like legs or they think it looks like a figure. They won't enhance it any less or more than that. Basically their own biased. So, to me, there's just basically nothing there.
You can watch this entire exploration series of the Presbyterial Maestro Cemetery over on the YouTube channel, Franco TV. Thanks so much for watching. You're probably tired of me saying this, but my upload schedule is crazy. So please subscribe and click to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. My Instagram is there, Twitter is right there.
Okay.
And a TikTok. Hopefully, I will see you back here for the next video.
I'll be watching more of your videos. Thanks for the videos to react to and to watch. Let's see. Okay, guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.